March primaries officially kicking off today with early voting. And if you want to beat the lines on Election Day, you have to do this early voting this week. Thanks for joining us at 6. I'm Oscar Adame.
And I'm Dina Herrera Garza. Valley advocates for people with disabilities want to make sure they can cast their votes for the upcoming primary election. Channel 5's Crystal Martinez is live from a polling site in McAllen. Crystal, before you tell us about their efforts, how's the turnout where you're at?
Well, Dina, Oscar, as you can see, it's pretty quiet, and it's been that way for the past hour. We've seen a few cars and people come and go, but nothing too hectic. Now, about that organization, like you were saying, they are called the Disability Advocate Coalition, and they say that today especially they're going to be keeping a close eye on their phones just in case a person with a disability is having trouble casting their vote. They say if that happens, they're prepared to fight. It's an organization in the Valley working hard to make sure people with disabilities are able to cast their ballot.
What we specifically do is teach the different voting rights based on the Americans with Disabilities Act.
That includes providing classes to people with disabilities and their families, letting them know about what rights they have.
In the early 2000s, I went to vote, and since there was nobody there to write for me,
Juan Lopez has cerebral palsy, which affects his muscles and nervous system.
they told me that I had to get out of the vehicle, and I told them I'm not gonna get out of the vehicle because it's very difficult for me to do it.
The DAC says more than 76% of polling sites nationally are not accessible for people with disabilities.
Are you able to open the doors with a closed fist? Is there a ramp going into the area where they're supposed to vote? I mean, it's almost tedious, but it's the law, right?
And Fonseca says they're trying to find out exactly how many sites there are here in the Valley, but they need your help. Now, that organization is asking that if you see a polling site that is not accessible, or if you happen to see someone with a disability being turned away, that you please give them a call. Now, that phone number will be 970-430-0482. So please, once again, if you do see those, they really ask that you give them a call, because this is going to be the very first year that they are taking a survey of those locations. Live in McAllen, Crystal Martinez, Channel 5 News at 6.
And you have until February 25th to vote early for the primary election. Polls are open 12 hours in Hidalgo County starting at 7 a.m. Polls in Cameron County open 2 hours later. Again, you can report any non-accessible polling sites to the Disability Advocates Coalition. The organization's phone number up on your screen right now, it's 970-430-0482. We'll have this number on our website at krgv.com right after the newscast.